wine, and again, really simple to share this with you. And I want to thank my father coming and my in-laws when the FAA announced the day that Ariel Moshe was born, that there was a travel ban to Israel. I called the president directly and said, "This is something you guys don't think about this. It's not going to work." So if you want to know why, the backstory, I won't look down. So I really want to thank them so much for coming and really helping us with everything we couldn't have done without them, and the rest of our family that come from far, and really appreciate that. And Afar and Afar Chaviv, I want to thank Aviva for everything she's done so far. It's been a rough week on that from you, and I haven't had it as bad. So I want to thank you for everything she's done so far and what she'll be doing. And I want to speak a few minutes about the name, which actually is Aviva's idea. It was a beautiful name. The name Ariel Moshe is really two different ideas. Ariel comes from, because we're right now in the period of a few weeks, another 9 days of mourning for the destruction of the temple. And we know that in two places in the Tanakh, the bris or the Mizbeach is referred to as Ariel. The Mishnah in Midos, which is a section, kind of like the Shreya. So it mentions that the Mizbeach is called Ariel. As the Prophet says in Yechezkel, Ariel Shtei Oram Shtei Rocha Rabua. The Mizbeach is referred to as the Ariel, and later on, the Mishnah says that in Kosa Pasuk in Yeshayahu that the whole base of Mikdash is referred to as Ariel. The Pasuk says, "Koi Ariel Akira Kana David," and the Mishnah says that's a reference to the fact that the base of Mikdash was shaped like an Ariel. It wasn't shaped like a lion. It's shaped like an Aryeh, that it was wide at the beginning and narrows out at the end, which is like a lion, which has a large mane. So it looks very wide at the beginning, but then you get to the tail and it's a little narrower. So what is the idea behind here? It seems kind of funny, like we just named it after the Ariel because it happens to look like an Ariel. It seems very superficial. So what is the idea behind that? Just an idea that the Maharsha says, the Maharsha Midos, which is not easy to find, in case we're looking for it. It's not easy to find. The Maharsha Midos says that the reason, the symbolism behind the idea of it being wide and narrowing out is to symbolize the fact that Shlomo Melech built the base of Mikdash, and when Shlomo Melech was the height of the Malchus Yisrael, he was the pinnacle of what the Jewish kingship was meant to be. And then, as the generations progressed, the status of the Jewish kingdom and the Jewish people as a whole kind of went down and down and down, and now the narrowing out at the end, so that it kind of represents that idea that the base of Mikdash started out with this great wide front, and then as it went on, it narrowed down. So what is the idea behind it? We know that there's two, the Israel says that the reason the Mizbeach is called the Ariel is a reference to the Ariel, the lion, the fire that, the Eish HaMaracha, the fire that was on the Mizbeach, that was, the Gemara in Yuma says it was like a lion. This fire was like a lion, and actually, the Gemara says it actually looked like a lion in the first base of Mikdash, that it ate everything on the Mizbeach. It was so powerful, it just ate up all the everything that was on there, it was just like a lion, it just ate up everything. So it's a reference to that again, power of that, that segment of what is Hashem. There's another reference we have in Bar Yuba to a fiery lion, and that's the famous story where the Ramban decided they wanted to kill the Avodah Zarah they wanted to kill the Gates of Hara for Avodah Zarah. They decided enough with the Gates of Hara for Avodah Zarah, it's too much, it's not worth it, we want to get rid of it. So they died and they fasted, and then the Gemara says that a fiery lion came out, and the Gemara says that's the Gates of Hara, and they shafted it. That was it. There's more part of that story than that, but the idea is that the same fiery lion has the potential to be the fire on the Mizbeach, that is that it does this the avoda, and with such excitement and such fervor, as well as being the Gates of Hara for Avodah Zarah, which again is the idea of the excitement for Avodah Zarah, the same concept. And there's a medrash in Yalkut in Yeshaya that says that the Ariel arose in the month of the Ariel and destroyed the Ariel. What does that mean? So the medrash explains that the Ariel is the reference to Nebuchadnezzar, who was referred to as a lion, and he came in the month of the Ariel, which is the month of Av, which is the mazel of the Ariel, of the Aryeh, and destroyed the Ariel, which, as we said, is the reference to the Beis Hamikdash. So again, you see this concept that the Ariel, which we know the first Aryeh is the Malchus Yehuda. Yaakov Avinu gives Yehuda the bracha of the Malchus, says the Gur Aryeh, the kingdom of Yehuda should be like a lion. The same lion is also a reference to Nebuchadnezzar, who was the Nebuchadnezzar of Russia, who was so wicked he destroyed the Beis Hamikdash. And it arose in the month of Av, which we know right now is a month of mourning, and a month of sorrow. We know the Gemara says there were not days of joy to the Jewish people like Yom Kippur and Tu B'Av. Tu B'Av in the same month. And we know that Tisha B'Av, Lasin Bavo, in the future, the Tisha B'Av will be a joyous holiday, not a day of mourning, a joyous holiday. So the same month has the power to be this month of mourning for the Jewish people, as well as a day of joy and gladness for the entire Jewish people. And that destroyed the Beis Hamikdash. Again, the Ariel has this power at the beginning, had this potential to be this amazing thing, and it narrowed down at the end. It didn't fulfill the potential. So how do we know what's our after that our little Ariel Moshe will take this amazing potential that we're giving him? So it's that Ariel is a reference to Aryeh of Kel, the lion of Hashem. We gave our son this name to give him this strength of not being a lion. The lion has a lot of potential. The lion can go either way. But the lion of Hashem, we want our son to have this strength of being a lion of Hashem and use his potential, use his amazing life potential he has in front of him to be the lion of Hashem. And we added to that Ariel Moshe. Moshe was my grandfather, who passed away not that long ago, about 3 months ago. I wish I could spend the whole day telling about my grandfather, because he really lived one of these lives that we can't really relate to anymore. Every stage of his life could have filled a whole book, between his days in Munkach growing up, by the Munkach Rebbe, and then his days in Auschwitz, and then his days in Israel after the Holocaust, and then raising a family in America. And there's so many stories I could really go on all day. But the one thing I will say about him that really encompasses, that really is the underlying idea I would say about him, is that he was doing Moshe MS, that he had this conviction, he had this strength of character that no matter what came through his life, he went through a lot of pain in his life, he went through a lot of really intense experiences in his life, and he always went with that conviction of knowing what was true and knowing what was important, and nothing made him happier in life than to share this Divrei Torah, to share those ideas. And he remembered from his days in Munkach, he always shared us things that he would learn in the faith there in Munkach, and it meant so much to him to carry on that Masorah. So my Moshe was our link to the past, and he was our last link to the past of our family. And I hope that our little Moshe, Ariel Moshe, will be the link to the future of our family, and especially here in Eretz Yisrael. And I give him a bracha that he should live this potential, and he should be part of the process to make Ariel, the month of Ariel, the month of Av, from what it is we know now, to the month of Simcha and joy for all of Klal Yisrael. Amen.